Well, hello everybody, welcome back to another Forex market analysis session. My name is Alexander Nikitin. I'm a professional trader and a developer of pattern search software. Guys, if you are new, you are welcome. Click likes, click that thumbs ups, click those subscribe buttons in order not to miss my new videos. What I'm doing here, I'm looking at some good opportunities that may happen next days, as well as I explain some aspects of technical analysis and psychology of trading, and I also explain how my software works as well. Okay, so first I had some questions about the pattern trade assistant. Pattern trade assistant is an expert advisor. It is actually a robot that does automated target adjustment. It does automated trade break even. It just automated placement of the trades with stops and targets. It just automated calculation of corresponding position size, the position size that is set in the settings. So if you trade percentages, it will calculate the percent. If you trade Kelly percent, it will calculate the Kelly. If you trade fixed position, or if you trade money amount, it will also calculate the appropriate position size. So you can set that in settings. It looks this way. Okay, so in order for a pattern trade assistant to work, first of all, what you need to do after the pattern is drawn, you need to stretch your fibs from A to D. This is point A, this is point D. Second, you need to place a horizontal line to mark the stop loss. Make sure that the number of that coincides with this and the number of that coincides with this. Okay, third, pattern trade assistant should be attached to the chart, of course, and auto trading should be enabled. If it is disabled, like this, you will have the sad face. It should be enabled and it should be attached on every chart you are going to trade. It won't work if you have the pattern trade assistant here and you don't have it here. So if you don't have it on Aussie dollar, it won't work. You should have it on Euro dollar, Aussie yen, Aussie dollar, on every chart that should be that has a trade setup, on every chart. Okay, so that was the answer to questions related to pattern trade assistant. Let me continue. I'm actually explaining the strategy that I have created. It's not actually the strategy that I have created, it's the swing identification algorithm. I'm pretty sure that before I have created that swing identification algorithm, it already existed. Somebody was drawing the swings the same way. I'm pretty sure about that fact. So I'm not a founder of that swing identification algorithm. That's it. So these lines are based on the close price. If you are interested, go to my YouTube channel and find that secret to swing identification video if you are interested, and you will get that in detail, the secret to swing identification. You will be explained. After that, swings are identified. I'm looking for M or W type formations that have specific ratios, and those specific ratios are listed on my website. So now you have the full set of rules of how I do the trades, and this is the full set of those rules. Click on whatever picture and you will get the detailed description explaining you the ratios between those swings that are identified with that swing identification algorithm. We had a pretty cool webinar on Friday. I've been explaining my swing identification algorithm. I've been explaining the money management that is applied to that strategy that I came up with, and also I've been explaining the psychological issues of that as well, and the webinar was pretty cool, and we've made a bit money. So if you are interested in some statistics, I started from 500 or so and now I am above 1k. So 100% was made within a month without being very much overexposed into risk. I don't have the drawdowns of let's say 90-80%. I was not betting all in to generate that 100% a month. If you wish, I will show my stats in the end of this video, so be patient and watch it till the end. Okay, so this is the Australian dollar butterfly formation. It is valid. If you aren't yet set this trade, you are welcome. But guys, I insist that you do the back testing first. You should have the confidence of these trades. You should know that they have positive expectancy, not because they aren't working. Oh, look at what we have. Aussie New Zealand. Nope, nothing. We have that spike exceeding the previous. Okay. That's because of psychological problems. If you don't have a confidence, the first time you face a drawdown, the drawdown is the sequence of losing trades. You may have one trade, you may have two trades, three trades, and whatever. The more losing trades in a row you have, the larger is the drawdown. It is actually this kind of behavior on your equity curve. If you have that equity curve rising, 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 and then you have it falling. So until you break your previous high, you are in a drawdown. You may go this, this, this. This is called drawdown until you break your previous high. As soon as you break it, you are called to be recovered. So the drawdown is recovered. So the difference between this and this is your drawdown, and if you divide by your previous advance, you will get the percentage of that drawdown. So 50% drawdown simply means that you have declined 50% of your highest point, not the initial balance that you started with, but starting from the highest point. This is a drawdown. So if you've had only one losing trade and it was only 3% loss, so it is a 3% drawdown. If you had two losing trades, 3% loss each, it is a 6% drawdown, and so on and so forth. Okay, nothing on 1 hour. While I was talking, I already identified all those opportunities, and now opportunities were found. Canadian yen. Euro USD 4-hour time frames. We don't need this anymore. A bit lagging. Okay, let's go next. Euro dollar, I've posted that trade. If you are interested, you can find it within my ideas on TradingView. Okay, nothing changed since this morning. Price didn't come to entry level, but it is moving. So if it goes here to 120.37, I will enter short. My stop loss would be 120.125, and my take profit one will be 119.61 and 119.40. Okay, these are the numbers if you are interested. Let's go next. Euro dollar. I have that in my MetaTrader, yes. So I have this running trade with this butterfly formation. I have a running trade with a bat formation. Don't be mad with that pictures. One of them is based on 1 hour euro dollar and another one is based on 4 hour euro dollar, and they aren't anyhow connected. They have every one of them has their own probability. Based on my research, one of them can be a winner and another one could be a loser. At the same time, both of them could be a loser, and at the same time both of them could be a winner. In this case I have both of them hitting the first targets, the butterfly and the bat. Butterfly is gray, bullish opportunities, the bat is yellow. So both of them are winners. If it goes low, it hits the break even of butterfly and break even of that bat. So, and if it goes higher, it takes the take profit of both and it triggers the cipher pattern. So I don't, if I have a trade on my pair, I usually set another trade and another trade if price tells me that the trading opportunity appeared. If I am to buy it second time, I will buy it second time. But it all depends on your rules. You have to backtest that. I am backtested that okay, and I had pretty good results. Now I am doing a kind of forward testing. So what is a forward testing? You are real-time trading on a small real account, or you are real-time trading on a demo account. I would advise you to trade on a small real account, the same way as I do. Okay, this is the Aussie yen trade that we have right now. We'll also have that in my trading ideas. So it looks this way. The entry was 88.96, stop loss 89.92. So we almost have how much? 96 pips of stop loss of risk. So 87 would be the take profit 1, 86 the take profit 2. If it goes lower, the cipher pattern will be triggered. So in this case, I would do it this way. Potentially, if it goes lower, I would see if on that price action within this D point entry, maybe I will close that full position here, second target a bit higher, just at the cipher entry, and then I will open another 2 trades, 2 contracts to go higher with that cipher pattern, because the probability of the cipher is very impressive. More than 70% actually is the probability of the cipher. So I am to take my position here, the rest of my position here. It almost coincides with the cipher entry. 785, 786. So I will close that. This small adjustment with the trading I found very useful. Not only you guaranteed close your second target, but you also enter alone with that cipher pattern. So whenever you have that sign in the form of a bullish pattern that tells you close your positions and enter opposite positions, just do what your market tells you to do. That's my experience, that's my thing, and in the long run it will bring you some additional money. Instead of having a zero trade, you will have a positive trade because you have closed part of your money. You closed some profits on your second target. But you can stick to your rules and do exactly what the trading rule says, but you are first to do the back test. If you do the back test, if you do the forward test and you get that trading experience, and you know, okay, if I do that slight adjustment, then it performs better. So why not? It will perform better. Those slight adjustments are actually what differentiates a professional trader from a struggling trader. For example, a professional trader knows how to objectively, this is a pretty good channeling trade. If it breaks to the downside, a flag formation on dollar Canadian, so chances to break to the downside. A professional trader objectively identifies his results, objectively evaluates his trading, so he knows how to do the journaling. So the main difference between the struggling trader and the professional trader is that the first one is doing the journaling and the second one is not. You may say why you need to do the journaling, and my answer is because you need objective evaluation. Let me explain that. I also promised to you to show my stats with this strategy, save as detailed report, and instead of saving it as HTML file, I will save it as XLS file. Why I need XLS? To open that file in Excel spreadsheet. If I open that in Excel spreadsheet, I can edit the file, and you will see why I need to edit the file. Okay, now it opened. My broker is Elpuri, if you are interested. I don't do broker recommendations, but in case you are interested. Okay, look at this. Percent of profit trade 51, but my backtesting says that the percentage of my profit trades is 58 to 60. So if I were a younger trader, if I didn't know that what is the problem, I would say I might have doing something wrong. That's why I have the percentage so low. Maybe I'm missing some trades, maybe I'm doing something wrong, and I would start digging that, and I would start looking at the time frames. I would start forcing the trades in order not to miss them. I would start doing something. I would start being nervous. Well, I'm doing something wrong, and this leads to mistakes. Every time you don't have that relaxed fashion of trading, if you are not relaxed, your mindset should be I don't care. This one. Well, it is a loss. I don't care. Well, it is a winner. I don't care. Well, you have missed the opportunity. I don't care. So this should be your credo. Okay, this should be a creed. I don't know how do you call it. A kind of. So this is the equity curve. I had this drawdown. Well, mostly because of wrong money management, but now it is fixed, and later drawdowns aren't that large. You can see them. Okay, 51. What is the problem? We all know that if the pattern has the first target, yeah, we are to break even the rest. Yes, we move the stop loss to break even point. And in case that price reverses and goes back to that break-even point and you have a stop loss, it should be zero trade. This is the half of your initial trade, because you have closed one half and the second half is the break-even. So totally on this pattern you are in profit. You have zero on your second half and you have some profit on the first half, so totally you are in profit. And you backtested the patterns and you calculate them as being profitable if they hit the first target, and if they hit the zero, they are profitable as well. Yes, so look at what MetaTrader does. Look at some numbers here, like this. Let me find something. Zero, you see, another zero, and here we have this. What is this? That was a slippage. So I've lost 8 cents on this trade because of the slippage. Look at this. Although I had a positive swap, instead of having positive outcome 0.24, I had a slippage of 24, and overall I've been zero as well. Let's go next. 0, 0. This is a positive slippage. Instead of having a negative result, I've been zero, positive slippage as well. The broker, negative slippage, you see. Instead of being zero, I am negative. You see that? Negative. I didn't have the trades of 1.34. Negative. And that's why, because of that simple fact that the negative, MetaTrader is calculating most of your zero trades as negatives. Negative. you don't have a reliable information of how many partners you have profitable and how many partners you have been losing. Okay, let's go and do the adjustments, do the editing of that thing. First of all, I will delete that initial thing. Then I will do a kind of filtering to fast thing. First, I will delete cancel trades. I don't need cancel trades. If you look here like this, I will highlight them all. Cancel trades. Look at this. The number of canceled trades. What is the number? 858. It's not the number of canceled trades. Okay, we have pretty many of them. I will delete them all. I will delete this picture as well. We don't need that picture. And now filter back. Now we don't have canceled trades. But you have seen pretty many of them, yes? So if we had those, at least half of them been cancelled. So this is a very stupid idea to trade from C to D. There are chances that the pattern will be cancelled before you have that hitting the target. Okay, so I am highlighting those 0 trades. So this was the target. Well, I highlight that negative 1.34 because I didn't risk that small. I don't remember me placing that small risk. My smallest risk should be 6 to 7. So whatever is less than 6 should be the 0 trade. Okay, these are 0 trades. Now let's edit them, and instead of 0, let's type 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. Agree? That's not actually 0, but it is slightly positive. It won't anyhow affect the overall performance of the strategy. We only need that to calculate the true accuracy of the strategy. How many partners are winners and how many partners are losers. Let's go back. Okay, and now all those zeros are slightly positive results. And now let's do the calculations. Let us do deposits and withdrawals. It equals this. So I am to what I have minus what I have generated. So this means what I've started from. This 491. Okay, total net profits. Okay, it equals what I have generated, yes, divided by what I've started. So I have 1.13 percentages. So 113 generated, 113% generated. Almost a month I've been trading for that. Okay, what else we should do? Let's calculate the number of profitable trades. I will type some formula in Russian, so we should type this. Count if, this is the formula. Now I am creating the diapason, the range 142. Oh no, not this. Should be from here and to here, and then it should be this. Okay, so this is the range, and the criteria, it should be more than 0. More than 0. So this formula, count if within this range more than 0. It will return the number of how many trades are more than 0. And it should be divided by the same looking formula. But we don't need if. Let's calculate everything, and we don't need more than 0. This will be the formula. The total formula looks this way: count if within this range more than 0 divided by count everything. So this is the formula. And look at what happens. Instead of having the percentage being 51 or something, what was that? Come on. Here it is. It was 51.88%. Instead of having 51.88%, we actually have, come on, go back, 63.16. This is the true percentage. And now you can agree, well, yes, the strategy exactly repeats the results of backtesting. So now you can exhale, now you can relax, and now you can understand, well, I'm doing exactly the same thing that was backtested. So I am pretty confident that nothing bad happens. You can relax. So this is the number of losing trades. If you are interested, we'll do some calculations of average winner and average loss. It's not exactly the one that you have here. This should look this way. Sum if. Sum if means sum if. Okay, add them to one each other. Sum if, and no, I need this, and 2 and 142, maybe more than 0, more than 0. How many do I have? 134, not 142, 134. 134. 34. Okay, and it should be divided by the number. So we first calculate the amount, we sum them together, and then we divide them by the count, the amount of them. Okay, this is the average winner. The average winner is 17. You see, not 21 but 17. Because 0 is calculated as winner as well. Copy that. And they show you the average winner. And let's calculate the average loss. It should be less than 0 here. So less than 0 here, less than 0 here. The two important things with this 18. So the average risk to reward. This is all needed for average risk to reward. And it is calculated as average winner divided by average loser. Okay, it is negative. Let me make it this. Okay. Done. So the average risk to reward is 0.95. So actually it is not 1-to-1. 0.95. Place it here. Average profit trades, average, because zeros are winners and zeros aren't losers anymore. That's why the average winner became less and average loss became a bit more. So now you have the true accuracy, you have the true win to loss ratio, sorry, not win to loss ratio, but risk to reward ratio, 0.94. And now you can say, okay, this stands within the backtesting results. I also found in my backtesting that the patterns are a bit around 59% correct, and they are around 93 risk to reward, and that's okay. It generates money, and if I do better real-time trading, it's even better than I have backtested. So nothing to worry about. So I only need to continue generating money. Nothing to be anxious about. No need to change something. So it is easy for you to stay disciplined when you have this kind of results. Okay, that's it about the journaling. Some tips on how you can do that. Well, I'm done. These are the 3 trading opportunities that I have. The cipher pattern on euro dollar, Aussie yen right now slightly above the entry at market, and Aussie dollar once again. This butterfly, if it goes high, it will be completed. Maybe if it doesn't go higher, then it won't be complete. My next session will be in this evening. I don't know if I will record that next session, but right now that's it. If you like this video, please give me your thumbs up, share this video on social media. I will try to record more videos of this stuff. You will they will be as transparent as possible. By the way, guys, with my strategy, I took part in the competition. I never told you about that. I took part in the competition of my broker. The competition is called Jackpot Contest, something like this. The competition of my broker. It has some prize fund. The thing is that we have 2,374 members, participants. 2,374, and we only have 40 winning prizes, winning places. We have only 40 of them. So if you divide that, 40 divided by 2,300, so it means only 1.7% will take that winning place. 1.7. And you know that on average only 10% of traders generate money consistently, but this jackpot contest is something a bit more difficult than simply generating money trading. You are to be best of those who can generate money, because you should enter not the 10% of best, but you should enter 1.6%, 1.7% of the best. You should be in that 2% of the best. Okay, and if you scroll that results, you will find me 37. I am on that prize in Alexander Nikitin. I am on that list. So it takes for 3 weeks, not 3 weeks, 3 months, almost 3 months, 11 weeks. So I didn't start from the very beginning, so I didn't have the chance to generate more money, but I do that with my strategy. Let's hope that I will stay within that rating, and maybe I will be rewarded for that contest. That's it now. Until then, good luck, good trading. Hope to see you soon.